Blake, I think one of the problems that Houston has is their best player can't match up athletically with the best players of other teams, and that's exposed a little bit in the playoffs. Blake Griffin's not an outside shooter, really, but he can roll to the rim for sure, and he is a superior athlete, Stephen A. Even if he holds it back at times now, you can see when he needs to turn it on, he can still jump out the gym. I don't love any of those guys as a fit on Houston. And I think Daryl Morey will come up with something interesting here. But of those guys, I like Blake the best.
Well, you believe it or not, I would say Paul Millsap. Obviously, you look at CP3, and CP3 is an elite point guard. Even though James Harden is at the point right now, and that worked for D'Antoni in the system, James Harden clearly ran out of gas to the point where he had to send an imposter in there for Game 6 to put on his uniform and pretend he was James Harden, because that clearly wasn't James Harden that we watched. Not the MVP candidate I knew. That was not him. That was not James Harden. I'm convinced of that. Now, having said all of that, here's the thing about Paul Millsap. You know, Paul Millsap can ball. Markieff Morris out of the Washington Wizards tried to convince us otherwise. That's when he slapped me in my backside. It was fun. It was fun. You know, all right, go ahead and do that. I ain't take offense to it. You understand?
Because, put a little extra on that one, too.
Yeah, but when I saw the quotes afterwards, let me say to Markieff Morris, don't ever touch me again, bro. Don't ever touch me again. I ain't playing. Now, because I thought he was playing. But when I saw the quotes thereafter, touch me again, it's going to be a problem. That's all I'm going to say. Let me get back to this Paul Millsap point. He was upset because I like Markieff Morris, and I know he can play. And all I'm saying about my, and obviously I'm not threatening anything physical. He'd kill me. But the point that I'm trying to make is just don't put your hands on me. My thing is, with Paul Millsap was giving it to him. And he got mad about that, evidently. He was talking, chirping to Paul Millsap, and Paul Millsap was dropping 30 on him. Paul Millsap can play. Paul Millsap can ball. And he's an all-star himself.
He's super skilled.
Him in Houston, I wouldn't
Super
mind.
skilled. I'd like a little more athletic quality if you're going to bring in a star.
All right, let's leave it right there. Coming up, chaos in Cleveland right now. Will that force LeBron James out of town sooner than he planned? And could Phil Jackson be sabotaging his Knicks? Those comments that he made yesterday have got everybody fired